We are assembling the berry box cards. So we have blueberries, cherries, raspberries, or you can make them blackberries and strawberries. So I've got the blueberries set up and ready to go. And I'm going to start here with the box, the base box, and those are already completed on these other ones. So we're going to start by putting our decorative panel in place. And there is a slight border all the way around. So just kind of eyeball that. And then for this part, I'm going to pop this with some foam squares. What I'm going to do to make sure I don't go over this edge is I'm going to stand this up so that I'm lined up to that side edge. And then I'm using my fingers to guide the top edge. But I just really want to make sure that that's placed correctly so that it doesn't have problems with the side. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right up against that side. I'm going to put these two sides together. This will be the front of my card. These cards are an A2. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put it right up against that. Now this can either be for your sentiment on the back, or you can really, if you pop this up, you can't use it on the front. Okay, so that is the base, and now I'm going to pull in the blueberries. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to pop up this section. Now you've got all these blueberries in here, and this is going to go right in the center. Okay, right about there. And on this blueberry, I've got these cut in the same color. You can see that on this side, but here on the tip I have used my brown ink pad and I have darkened that so that the section that shows through is a little bit darker. And again, I did that with just an ink pad. Which one did I glue together in this one? And I'm going to pop up these berries. And these will go in the center of each cluster of 3. And this one on the centerpiece I'm not going to pop because all 3 of those berries that would just make it a little too high, I feel like. And then this one goes in the center of that cluster of 3. Okay, now let's work on the back. And I'm going to do the same thing with these. And I'm just applying this one to the center. This one I'm not going to use foam tape on. Okay, fold the edges. This is the back and this one is the front. Okay, so we're going to pull our card in. We're going to do the one that goes to the back first. I'll put glue on the tab. We'll leave it out flat and then apply it. I'm going to put glue on this one, do the same thing, stand it up, Lay this flat against it. Now you can see you've got 1, 2 tabs, okay? So we're just gonna lift these up a little bit. I'm gonna put glue on each tab. Then I'm gonna bring this side over because we're gonna glue them to this side. Glue them right in place. Fold it the other way. And now we are going to close the card up. I'm going to apply glue here to this tab. Fold it both ways. There's your blueberries. Now let's do the cherries. And what I want to do with this one is I need my black ink pad. I'm just brushing the edges. Okay. Quick and simple. My ink pad is shedding a little bit. Okay, so I'll put these on first. And you're just gonna put one in every other cherry, okay? And it just helps them look more completed. There we are. And then just stick our little leaf on. Okay, there's a cherry, first one. That's the front panel. This one is the back panel. It's higher, so you can see it. We're going to put this in the center. Add our leaves. Now that one's finished. So again, we're going to take our card, and this is the side and the back. We're going to take the back, we're going to start with the back piece, which is the one that stands taller. Okay. We're going to put glue on the tab. We're going to leave the tabs out flat. We're going to lay that down right up against the back of the card. and just sandwich that in there. And now we're going to do the front layer. We're going to lay it right down against the layer that's there. Get that to stick. Fold it over good. Now we're going to glue these two tabs. And we've got this side down, this edge is coming out. We're just going to glue those right on there. Make sure it's gone all the way over because of the dimension in there. It may restrict that a little. And there is our cherries. Now let's work on some strawberries. I'm just slightly hitting the edges, just so that this has a little more dimension. These cards go together very quickly. Me. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue the strawberries in place. They're all the same size, so you don't have to worry about figuring out where they go. Now to add the tops. Okay. Now these are the taller ones, so these are the back and these are the front. glue these second tabs by bringing this side over. And now close it up. There's your strawberries. And now the raspberries or blackberries. So I'm going to use looking for my red if I have it. I do have a purple. This one might work. Oh, there's red. If it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, that shows up. And then again, we have I cut these in the same color, but if you just ink it with, this is the black, something darker, then it doesn't matter that it's the same color. If you were to do these in a real deep blue or black, they could be blackberries. So blackberries or raspberries, whichever you prefer. Bring this in here. On these, you'll notice that some of the berries have little cuts in them, and those are the ones that are showing. You put the other ones on top of the blank ones. I'm going to hold this over my trash can while I do it so that I don't get the pieces of the foam padding. Okay, so hopefully if you've stayed with me and watched all the way through, you can see that these go together really quick, and there's nothing too complicated about them. Now again, the ones that are taller are the ones that go in the back. So I'm just going to leave my tabs out flat, lay this right up against the back. Do the same thing with the next layer. I'm going to glue my tabs. And because of the foam, I just need to really make sure that those are right in the right place. So it's not wanting to go flat. Okay. If you wanted to, you could wait to put the pieces on that pop up until after you're done assembling this part of your card, and then put them on after if you like. And so there's the raspberries. Thank you for joining me.